Come on up here. Come on. Alright, guys. Let me see where we're at here. Sign into chat. You should be signed into this chat already. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Please get it up on my phone. Tell me it's me. Yeah, it's me. Every time I do that, it's gonna mess it up. Watch. I'm all set. Good. Now, I just need my freaking phone to work again. Give me a second, guys. I have to deal with this crap. There we go. Alright, now let me get out of here. Open this.
And I'm screaming.
Alright, guys. So let me start this over. Hey, buddy. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel where we track down, body snatch, and react to nothing but the wildest videos we can find on the internet. So whether you like it, love it, or hate it, we're going to react to it. And today we got a lot of stuff we're going to be going over about this war in Iran, you know, the conflict abroad. And could this be the actual reset, man? Is this a reset, or is this a distraction? Let me know what you guys think, man. Let's get into it.
And I'm screaming, fuck Iran, bitch, we did World War I, and we did World War II, bitch, we'll do this shit again. Iran, we ain't scared of you, no cap. Where the fuck do y'all stay? We ain't never heard of you. We send troops at your door. And I'm screaming, fuck Iran, bitch, we did World War I, and we did World War II, bitch, we'll do this shit again. Iran, we ain't scared of you, no cap. Where the fuck do y'all stay? We ain't never heard of you. We send troops at your door.
Here is your Iran war update. Things are getting a little...
Let me tell you guys this, man. This shit is real right now. This shit is about as real as it gets for you guys. So, there are some trigger warnings in here, guys. You know, if you guys got a weak stomach or anything like that, go ahead and flick. I won't be mad at you. Flick to another channel. Or if you guys think you can handle it, stick with me and let me know what you think.
Scarier, the U.S. has closed 2 embassies in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and has ordered the evacuations of citizens across the region in 14 countries. 3 days a little too late. Why they didn't announce it on Saturday when we bombed, why they didn't announce an evacuation before the bombing, nobody knows. But now the problem is the airspace is closed. U.S. citizens cannot get out. There are approximately 300,000 U.S. citizens in the Middle East. No one knows where to go. They are calling the State Department emergency number for help, and the emergency number makes you wait half an hour, and reportedly then a person comes on, reads you a written statement and says, we can't help you. The Italians, on the other hand, have organized flights to get their citizens out of the region. U.S. Marines opened fire on protesters in Karachi, Pakistan, attacking the U.S. consulate. They breached the first line of defense, and 10 of the protesters were shot dead by U.S. Marines. Many people are asking how the protesters even got that far. The U.S. Embassy in Saudi Arabia was attacked with a multi-drone attack that collapsed the roof and contaminated the inside with smoke. U.S. personnel continue to shelter in place in that country.
Iran has named its new supreme leader as Mujtaba Khamenei, the son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Unlike his dad, the 56-year-old is a secretive figure in the Islamic Republic and has never held a formal government role. But he's been rumored to have lots of influence behind the scenes. Iran's assembly of experts say he was chosen through a decisive vote, but the move could further escalate the war, especially after...
He might be a quiet individual, but know that dude is a sleeper cell. And know that dude is getting ready to fuck shit up.
Trump called him an unacceptable choice.
It's been amazing. We've knocked out 42 Navy ships, some of them very large, in 3 days. That was the end of the Navy. We knocked out their Air Force. We knocked out their communications, and all telecommunications is gone. I don't know how they communicate, but I guess they will figure something out. It's not working out too well. And they're bad people. They're just bad people. When you look at October 7th and beyond October 7th, look at all the killing that they've done.
You guys, I can't help but to think all politicians are gang members. Straight up gang members. If I did the shit this dude does, I'd be in prison forever.
Over the years, for 47 years.
How's he got so much weight?
And this had to be done. They were very close to a nuclear weapon.
How did they even say that, dude? Like, do we even have evidence of them enriching this shit or not? Like, somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
President Trump says he's not happy, and we'll see what happens in a pair of interviews when he was asked about Iran's new leader, Mujtaba Khamenei.
Before Iran named its new supreme leader Sunday, President Trump made clear he wanted a say in the process.
We want to pick a president that's not going to be leading their country into a war.
The president would not rule out putting U.S. boots on the ground, as the Pentagon announced a 7th U.S. service member was killed from an attack in Saudi Arabia last week.
You guys, at no point should any Americans ever have to lose their lives over this fucking war. We have technology that we don't even have to be near you to take you out. We can go around corners, we can go through walls, we can go in bunkers, we can go in mountains and find your ass. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're fucking with the wrong people.
On Saturday, the president and vice president saluted flag-draped cases carrying the remains of 6 U.S. soldiers in a dignified transfer, while the president
rest in peace to them people, them soldiers, and prayers to their family.
Defended the war effort. He blamed Iran for bombing a girls' school in the south of the country that killed dozens, even though a preliminary U.S. assessment later found the U.S. was likely responsible for the attack.
Based on what I've seen, that was done by Iran.
The conflict is also impacting oil prices, which top $100 a barrel.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think this is a reset? Or do you... Like, what do you think is happening right now in our world? Because I can tell you this, humanity is not the same. Humanity has changed in such a dramatic way. Like, we're not the same type of people we used to be. Fuck, just from our generation to the next generation, we're different types of people.
Overnight for the first time in 4 years, while gas prices are up nearly 50 cents over the past week.
It's cutting people off guard. Now the gas is going way back up again.
The president predicted they'll eventually drop rapidly. Energy Secretary Chris Wright on Face the Nation.
They shouldn't go much higher than they are here because the world is very well supplied with oil.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is demanding President Trump immediately tap into the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to help lower prices.
You guys, this isn't just affecting us here in America. This is a global conflict that is really destroying our gas prices across the planet, not just here in America.
Is at the pump, but the energy secretary said the administration would only do it if needed. The president set to address House Republicans at his Doral resort later today.
For 7 days, the U.S. and Israel targeted regime leadership and military installations, but overnight, towering flames cast an eerie orange glow over Tehran after Israel struck what it said was an Iranian military fuel depot. Drivers on the...
Look at the destruction that's happening. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. That should fix it, right? Did that fix it, Hara? Let me know if that fixed my voice. I think I fixed it. Can you hear me? Sorry, your chat's over here. No, you can't hear me? Well, I hope you can hear me, and I hope I corrected it. Oh. Well, how do I fix that? Hold on. Book capture. Let's lower that first of all. Let's go ahead and bring that down. This one here.
Completely off. There we go. And now it should be perfect. Let me know if that works out. Is it doubled? Do I have an echo still? I should have gotten it off of there. All right, let's get back to the show. So no. I had the second microphone on, but I just clicked it off. So hopefully it should be good. Let me know if it's okay now. It should be good. Let me know if it's good now. Let me see if I have this set the wrong way. Hell yeah, I got it set the wrong way. Oops. Now you can't hear me at all? Shit.
How about now? Can you hear me now? I hate this stupid OBS studio. Can you hear me now? Okay, good. We'll try it like that. Alright, so the destruction that is happening over here is insane right now, guys. I don't even know if I want to keep playing. It's just
highway detouring around the flames. Video circulating seems to show sewers and streets on fire as well. This morning, those fires still burning under blackened skies, a huge plume hanging over the city. And with over 1,300 dead in Iran, according to the Red Crescent, the country's clerics have now announced they are close to selecting.
I'm going to say this, by the way. Kame is coming back. Yes! Let's go, Kame. Happy to have you back with me. I can only hope and pray that you guys never have to witness war, especially in this fashion. This is crazy. Like, this isn't even mutual combat. This is just total annihilation on Iran. There is no coming back. Iran's whole get down is cooked.
A new leader. Support has recently crystallized around Ayatollah Khamenei's hardline son, Mujtaba. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's advisor, Michael Eisenberg, with a blunt message.
You know, the highest risk job right now is to be the new Ayatollah. That's a high risk job. To be the head of the Iranian military, the IRGC. Those are high risk jobs. Don't take them.
They're going to be targeted.
Don't take those jobs. These are high risk jobs. We're watching.
Listen, when you have people telling you not to take that job, don't take that fucking job. You know what's going to happen? You're going to be unalived. That's what he's saying.
The president has demanded a say in the selection of Iran's next leader, and Israel's Netanyahu using an address overnight to directly speak to the Iranian people. He said, "I've been speaking to you and for you for decades. The moment of truth is approaching, for we do not seek to divide Iran, we seek to liberate Iran and live with it in peace." In Lebanon, Iran's main proxy in the region, Hezbollah, has stepped up.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you guys think this is a war for peace? Or do you think this is a financial boom in our economy? Because, look, here's the thing, right? I could see this happening, okay? I could see them, as they did, they took out Iran's oils, and then, so where do they got to go for their oil now? Right here, right in America. So, I mean, if he does it right, he could definitely lower the prices here and still make fortune having these other countries get oil from us. But, I mean, what? This is just crazy to me, guys. It's this whole
rocket and drone fire at Israel. Overnight, most of that intercepted. In response, Israel has ordered some 300,000 residents of Hezbollah's stronghold in Beirut to flee, taking out building after building. Margaret, a short time ago, a bomb lit from one of those...
Hey, and you guys heard what they said earlier about the airspace over these places are shut down, so any Americans that are stuck over there are stuck over there. And we have almost 250,000 Americans over there. That's so crazy, man.
Cluster munitions landed in that building behind me. You can see it flung a car up in the air. They are now in the process of moving it. Israeli authorities telling me that Iran is now relying more heavily on those cluster munitions, which spread out those bomblets high up in the atmosphere, and they're finding those much more difficult to stop. Mark,
what do you know about how women are experiencing this? How
Okay, I wanted to throw this in too because I wanted you guys to know that it's not just a conflict, a man's conflict. This is a conflict for the women out there, the Iran women. Just listen.
are ladies feeling?
They're feeling very, very excited. They're thrilled because Iranians in occupied Iran, they don't see this as a war. They see this as liberation. So think about France during World War II when they were being liberated by the Allies, when they were under Nazi occupation. It's the exact same thing. So the very few messages that I'm receiving from women in occupied Iran is that they're very grateful to President Trump in the United States. They're grateful to Israel because this is not a war between the United States and Iran. This is a conflict between the United States.
Between the United States and who?
States and the Islamic regime, which has been occupying and brutally suppressing Iranian women for the last 47 years.
You know, before they came to power, the first thing that
So it's a liberation for women as well, you know, because, I mean, think how bad they treat their women out there, you know. Like, I get, you know, okay, for women who adulter, they unalive them. Now look, here's where I stand on that. If my wife decided she wanted to go somewhere and do something with somebody, yeah, I'd be broken about it. But that's not anybody else's fault but my own. You know what I mean? I wouldn't unalive my wife just because that happened. You know what I mean? I would just move on with my life. Or I'd beg her to stop. Just because she's my wife and I love her. Alright, let's get back to it.
Ayatollah said was that the women of Iran were going to be free. In fact, he was quoted as saying that they were going to be more free than the women of France. Well, obviously, we now know how that playbook looks. It's making false promises and then coming into power and entrenching your tyranny. As soon as the regime was established, the first thing they did was codify mandatory hijab as law. And then what happened from that point on is that, you know, in the early days, they were throwing acid in women's faces if they weren't wearing hijab. Even to more recently, during the women freedom protests, we saw women being flogged 72.
Who the fuck does that to a woman? Who the fuck does that to women? Throw acid in their face for not wearing a jabib or whatever the fuck it's called? Hijab? I don't know what that thing is called, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Lashes if they were caught on surveillance not wearing hijab. And so, you know, it really goes without saying, it's just so much worse than you can even imagine. You see these women, these young girls that were protesting, who had their eyes taken out, who were shot in the eyes to be blinded for protesting. These women have been raped, they've been mutilated, they've been murdered. There really is no overstating that this is the biggest terrorist regime on the entire planet.
Well, I don't feel as bad now. Don't feel as bad at all. Nah, dude, just need to go. Look at them. Listen, if I would imagine that this is what hell looks like. Thank the gods that this shit hasn't hit our country, our homeland. Like, I'm actually surprised they haven't shot missiles into America. I mean, they're all about killing us, taking us out, excuse me. I don't know, man. Let's say this whole situation just bugs the fuck out of me.
Is your side seeking, or will you...
Like, what do you do? What do you do when that shit hits our land? What do we do? I'm a 17-year felon. I can't have a gun. How am I supposed to protect myself? My hands? Come on, man. We're in a fucking war.
Seek a ceasefire with the United States at this point in time? And with Israel?
Listen to what this dude's saying right now.
I don't see any room for diplomacy anymore. Because Donald Trump has been deceiving others and not keeping with his promises.
How does all of this end then? If you say right now there's no room for negotiation, President Trump says he wants complete surrender, what does that lead to?
There's no room unless the economic pressure would be built up to the extent that other countries would intervene to guarantee this termination of aggression of Americans and Israelis against Iran.
Iran has a new supreme leader. What does that mean for your military effort and the confrontation with the United States and Israel?
That means the system is quite functioning.
The United States says it's drastically degraded the Iranian military, the capabilities as far as missiles is concerned, drones is concerned. How much longer can you do this?
That is one of the false narratives that the United States government is producing. Iranian military is quite strong, as you see, because they have the...
Just get up and smack that dude. That's all you gotta do, man. Just show him who we are.
Motivation. They have the arms that they need, which are produced in Iran.
So your side is ready for a long war if the United States and Israel...
Hara, do you hear what he's saying? He don't give a fuck.
Choose that. Do you consider this an exercise?
This dude's sitting there telling him that America's like, hey, we don't like your leader now that you just put in office. It's a horrible choice, but what are you going to do?
Existential threat to the Islamic Republic?
It is an existential threat to the Islamic Republic, and therefore we have to stay with full might, as we are doing now.
Finally, what is your message to President Trump as we sit here, as the war is going on?
What is important for us is the end of this game, and we are ready to continue that game.
And you mean how this war will end?
Yeah, the end of the game would be the time that Americans and Israelis would come to this understanding that this strategy is not working, and they have to stop their aggressions.
And I'm screaming, fuck Iran, bitch, we did World War I, and we did World War II, bitch, we'll do this shit again. Iran, we ain't scared of you, where the fuck do y'all stay? We ain't never heard of you, we send troops at your door, hey, and I'm screaming, fuck
Alright guys, so that was it for the show. I appreciate you guys coming in. If you guys like the content, you already know, hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Excuse me. Also, if you get the chance, share the content with anybody you can. That way we get it out there a little further and get people some of the content they actually deserve, you know. And until next time, much love and stay lifted.